Hi there, it's Rebecca from Sapphire Coast Tarot. Today I will be doing a reading for the sign of Virgo. This will be from the 17th till the 23rd of May. Remember that time is fluid, so it could have already happened to you or could be happening in the future, but we're hoping for the 17th to the 23rd. Also, we have had Jupiter just enter into Pisces on the 13th, and that will be in Pisces until the 28th of July. So in that time, Jupiter, Pisces, will bring us good fortune, some magic, and hopefully some abundance. So that's what's happened there for you. Now, it will be after the 28th. It does go retrograde, so that means it goes backwards. It will go back into Aquarius until the 28th, so that's 6 months. So it's a good time to get up and do things with the good fortune that's coming your way, Virgo. Okay, so remember, this can be your moon sign or your rising sign or your Venus sign, Virgo. If the reading doesn't resonate, it's a good idea to check out your other placements in your natal chart. I hope that you've been well, Virgo, and that everything's going all right for you. If you have subscribed to the channel, I am very, very thankful for that. First out, we have the 8 of Wands. Okay. If you haven't subscribed and you'd like to win a free personal reading, just subscribe to the channel. Put a green heart in the comments, and that will let me know that you'd like to go into the draw for that. That will be drawn on the 19th, so we've still got a few days there. So you can enter that, and then I'll get in contact with you. Right, let's see. We're doing the past, present, and future spread for you. Okay, we've got the Hermit there in the recent past. What's going on now for Virgo? What's happening in their story, spirits and guides? What guidance do they need? What guidance does Virgo need? We've had heaps of rain here, like yesterday and last night. Some people got 175 mil of water, if you can believe that. I honestly thought I had leaking windows here. I had, it was just pelting down. It was not very fun. Okay, so we've got the 4 of Pentacles. We've got the 3 of Cups. We've got the Death card. We've got the Ace of Pentacles. Right. What else have we got for Virgo in the near future, please? Spirits, just 3 cards, if that's possible. 3 cards for Virgo. Three shuffles. 1, 2. That was a bit silly, that one. I'll give it a couple more. There's lots of energy in here. I can feel it. I can feel it, Virgo. Maybe I need to give them a bit more of a shuffle. Right, let's see. There we go. Okay, we've got the Knight of Swords there in the near future. Communication looks like. This is a free channel, so I don't do like extendeds or anything like that. I don't do personal readings for money. I just I do personal readings for the competition once a month. So if you want to win that free competition, you just subscribe and put the green heart in the comments. That's the way that I'm going to do it. Oh. Right, we've got the Seven of Wands. All right, so on the bottom of the deck, we have the Seven of Wands. Now, Virgo, you could have air in your chart, a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. That could be in your natal chart, or it could have been with someone that you are having dealing with as well. This card talks about maybe bad luck has been affecting matters. Take precautions, as someone could be taking something from you, or you may be around some sort of theft. So if someone's taken something from you, it will be in greed. There could have also been an element of unfairness in this situation. So it would be wise to use diplomacy sounds better. I think it's diplomacy, not diplomacy. Anyway, diplomacy. I can't even say it. Isn't that terrible? Diplomacy against heavy-handed methods to achieve result. I'm gonna make sure that I learn from someone how to say that word properly. So use diplomacy against heavy-handed methods to achieve results. So that's what that card there. That's the bottom of the deck. Okay, Virgo, let's get into it. Right, so in the recent past, we have the Eight of Wands, the Hermit, and the Four of Pentacles. Okay, so the Eight of Wands is a fire energy. So either you have someone with fire. They're a fire sign, so a Sagittarius, Leo, or Aries. And communication to you, Virgo. Okay, so this card represents swift movement after delays. So someone may be telling you something that you have been waiting on for quite a while. This can also represent travel as well, often by air. So I don't think you'll be going overseas, but you could be doing some domestic flying somewhere. You could also be relocating to somewhere else as well. So this will bring it a step closer to your desire. The communication could be just the arrival of some good news. So that's really good, Virgo. It is. If you're going to get communication and it's going to be good news, I wouldn't mind having that. Okay, so the next one is the Hermit. So you may have been in hermit mode, Virgo, which we all do. You also may, like this card represents that you may be in careful thought and contemplation at the moment, or in the recent past. So you may need to withdraw from the outside world in order to reflect. So if you need to make some sort of a decision, or you know, or you need to think about a situation that's been put forward to you. You need to, like, yeah, basically go into hermit mode and have some thinking time and contemplation, whether this mean you can possibly do some yoga to relax your mind, take some time out at the beach, the bush, maybe do some meditation, or, you know, just lie down and get away from it all, get away from everyone. You may also want to go on that, go on an airplane and fly somewhere for a brief holiday. Who knows? But anyway, you need to detach from the outside world, because the answers, though, because you need this time to reflect on what's going on. You do have those answers that you need. They're inside of you, and they will come out. So that's what that card there is saying. I think that's going to happen after the communication has come in. After the good news is going to come in, you're probably going to be thinking, yeah, it's good news. But yes, there's lots for me to think about. Okay, after that we've got the Four of Pentacles. The Four of Pentacles is an earth energy, so this is you, Virgo. This is to do with your material aspects of life, your finances, or your home environment. You may have been focused upon your goals and your dollars. This card says that you have that fear of loss. So maybe you're fearing change because you are going to have to leave something behind. Maybe that's a job, or a friend, or your home environment, or something like that. This could lead you to holding on to things too tight. So in this card we see that this person has the pentacle covering their heart. They've got it on their crown chakra there, their heart chakra, and down here at the base on their feet. So they're holding on to that pentacle, and they're not going to let go. So if you want things to improve, you may need to let go for things to, start working out for you. You may have also been hanging back emotionally in regards to this situation. So it's a good time to speak up and put your two bobs worth in as well. Because if you're involved in it, well, then you can, you have your say as well. So that is just, you may have been hanging back and hanging on to things too tight because you fear loss. But just let go a tiny bit and maybe stand up for yourself, and things are going to start to improve for you, Virgo. So I see that communication has come in there. Then you need some contemplation time and thinking time. Then you've thought, I don't know what to do. I'm going to hold on here. I'm fearing that I'm going to lose something here if I stand up for myself. Like if I put my emotions into it, you may feel like the people around you may think you're a little bit too sensitive. You may also suffer from anxiety. So that's going to be hard for you as well to, say what you want. But for things to improve, you do need to speak up and tell someone what's happening. Okay, here we have the present. Present is the Three of Cups, Death, and the Ace of Pentacles. So the Three of Cups talks about our emotions. It also talks about the love and relationships. So you may have a water placement in your chart, Virgo. So you could have Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio placement as well. The Three of Cups talks about celebrations. So you may be celebrating with a friend or friends and family as well. It does talk about emotional happiness and abundance and achievement. So that's nice. There will be a happy conclusion. So it's victory. Abundance, these cups are overflowing. So this is a happy card. So maybe you've taken or you've seen this before it's going to happen. But you may have decided to step out of your comfort zone and stand up for yourself. And things have improved. And then the celebrations have come along for you, whatever that may. It could be a work situation, it could be a family situation, or it could be a relationship as well. The Three of Cups talks about it. So that's talking about that victory there. Right, so we've got the Death card here. All right, so Death is Scorpio. It is represented by Scorpio, so you may have Scorpio in your natal chart somewhere, Virgo. This is talking about the ending of one phase of life. It's not necessarily a death or a bad card. You're just ending one phase of life. You are making way for a new major change and transformation. There are a lot of people going into transformation at the moment, so it won't just be you. A lot is happening in the universe. So this is a real, don't think that you're alone. There's a lot of people learning a lot of things at the moment. So yeah, because we have also had Pluto has gone retrograde, so that means it's going backwards. And that will be until December. So that's for 6 months from now. That was on the 27th of April until December. So yeah, so it's going backwards. So we are transforming. It's still in Capricorn. But it's just going backwards. So we are all doing a little bit of transforming. So the ending of one phase of life, you will be growing and learning because of this. You do need to remain open though. Whatever you don't need to hold on to the past. You may be hanging on to things because you do fear change, but it's, yeah, there's lots of new opportunities that await you, Virgo, Capricorn. Sorry. You may have Capricorn in your chart as well. So yeah, anyway, release what no longer serves you. You're sometimes holding on to that because you do fear that change. There are new opportunities awaiting for you. Okay, so that's what the Death card does represent. The Ace of Pentacles, woohoo, represents a new beginning, represents prosperity and material gains, good financial rewards. There may also be some documents that are important to you, so you may be receiving that letter or document. You could also receive some money, extra money, or some gifts coming in. So that's really nice. We can see that this hand from heaven has the pentacle and saying, here you go, Virgo. This is what I'm going to give you. So it's good financial rewards. So yeah, so that document or letter may be coming in for you, but you could also receive money or some presents or gifts as well. So yeah, so the celebrations, transforming, and the money or letter or new beginning, basically. New beginning for you, Virgo. Okay, so next we have the Knight of Swords. We have the Devil, and we also have the Seven of Wands. So that's what we've got there for you. So starting off with the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands talks about someone's coming in very quickly to see you, whatever that may be. Okay, so we've got, yep, swift communication coming in. Looks like the Knight of Swords is someone that is very serious and sometimes impatient. They are very magnetic and they do come in very quickly. So this could be an air, Aquarius or Gemini coming towards you. This could be a teenage son as well, or a female teenager as well, or a masculine energy which is coming towards you. This could bring a better outcome as well. So if you have been waiting on something, yep, this is coming in very quickly. So you will be receiving this news very soon. Also be ready to ride the changes that this person brings into your life. This person has strength and energy as well. So that's what's happening there. Okay, so Virgo. We then have the Devil. Now the Devil does represent Capricorn, so you may have Capricorn in your chart, or you may know of the person that you're dealing with may have Capricorn in their chart as well. The situation that possibly this person has told you, I'm not sure, could, what would you say, it's been dragging you down and you're feeling hopeless to change it. There could also be addictions that are either controlling you or controlling them. So this could be any addiction. This could be alcohol, cigarettes, drugs, sex, too much food. Too much of anything is an addiction. So this is controlling. So you or the other person has been overindulging, which tends to result in upset. It can also be a greed type of thing. They could be a gambler, or they could be you have had someone taking something from you here. So I don't know. It's whatever your situation is about. It can also mean that there is some sort of secrecy or secret plans around you. Either you have that or the other person does. I suggest, this card is suggesting that you take control of this and release it. Walk free. There's no point in holding on to something if it's not suiting you. I mean, any situation that is dragging you down and you're feeling hopeless, you need to release it and move forward. So if that means that you've got some secrecy or secret plans around that, then that's okay. But you do need to take control of whatever this situation is and release it and walk free from that. Okay, so we've got the Seven of Wands here. The Seven of Wands is a fire element. The Seven of Wands is your ideas or beliefs may have been challenged by someone. You may feel you need to defend yourself so you can overcome these obstacles that are set before you. Standing up and saying what your part of the story is a good idea. To do so, if you want to stand up and say your piece, you need to remain calm. Have that confidence in yourself, Virgo. Courage to stand up for what you believe in. So that's what the Seven of Wands is talking about. So I think that this night is coming in towards you You could also have an air element and want to move towards a Capricorn as well. Who knows? Or you could receive communication from someone who is very serious, but you are going to have to ride the changes that that person brings in. This is in regards to some sort of an addiction, or it could be to do with someone that you work with, or someone in your family has done something and you are feeling hopeless to change that. So that's dragging you down. But the card's suggesting that you do take control and release it. And it's a secrecy, sort of a devil, as you would think that the devil would be. Okay, so, and then after that we have the Seven of Wands. That your ideas and beliefs may be challenged by someone. Could be being challenged by the devil, the person that does symbolize that devil. So to overcome the obstacles, you need to stand up for yourself, remain calm, confident, have the courage, and say what you believe in. You can't go wrong with that. I mean, we did have at the bottom of the deck that someone could have been, there could have been some sort of theft or something taken from you in greed, or there could have been an element of unfairness. So that's coming back to that there, that could mean that you have to stand up for yourself in that particular situation. Okay, so that's what I've got for you. I'm sorry it's not really, well, the celebrations here, that's the celebrations here, and the emotional happiness. And then you have this death and transformation, and also the Ace of Pentacles, the new beginning. So that's something to look forward to. What I might do for you is clarify the Knight of Swords, the Devil, and this last one for you, just so we can get a little bit more of some sort of an idea of what's happening with who the Knight of Swords is, maybe, or who the Devil is, Virgo. So let's just see what we can do, just to get a bit of an idea, because it's yeah, could be anyone. Could be anyone. But let's have a look. The Knight of Swords, the Devil, and the Seven of Wands. Okay, so we're clarifying the Knight of Wands, please, spirits and guides. Let's clarify the Knight of Wands. Clarifying the Knight of Wands. Okay, clarifying the Knight of Wands with the Eight of Swords. Right, the Eight of Swords. Okay, so that is more air, so it's definitely someone there that has that Gemini, Aquarius, or Libra. The Knight of Swords, the Eight of Swords, you're feeling restricted. You have fear. Fear, again, may be stopping you from moving forward. Your confidence may have taken a knock in the past, and now you are sort of like stuck. I guess you can't move because of that. Someone has said something to you, and you've taken a blow in regards to that. And that, I mean, it's hard to get over something that happens in our lives when someone knocks us down a peg, and we may have not even had anything to do with the situation, or a past relationship, a past friendship. It could be the way you were brought up as well. You may have had parents that were very not very loving towards you, or you know, you may have had a narcissistic parent there who you felt like you weren't worthy or something like that. But the Eight of Swords here says, yeah, you've taken that knock in the past, and that stopped you from moving forward. So that's bringing up that, you know, that past that's keeping you there. So you're feeling that restriction there. So maybe the Knight of Swords is someone that wants to come and see you, Virgo, like wants to communicate to you that they obviously have something to tell you. So this could be in regards to love. It could be a family situation, or it could be to do with your kids, or it could be to do with work. But the Knight of Swords comes in and he wants to talk. So, and you are feeling very restricted in that because you may be unable to move forward, like because you just, yeah, you're unable to move forward because someone's knocked you in the past. That's happening there, and that's possibly what the Devil is about as well. Maybe it's Virgo, you feel maybe you're feeling you can't communicate back to the Knight as well. It could mean that. Maybe that Knight has hurt you in the past and you don't know whether you can move on from that, and maybe they want to go out with you and have a date, and you're sort of feeling like, well, you haven't been very nice into me into the past, why should I go out with you? You know what I mean? But this Knight does come in, bring a better outcome. So maybe if you do just ride the changes and go with the flow, you may feel you might get used to the idea. I mean, even if you just take baby steps, maybe just have a few phone calls, or just go out on one date or one meeting with a friend or whoever it is, or work. Just wait. Do you know what I mean? It doesn't have to happen straight away, all in good time. But this person that's coming towards you might want to speed things up. But I mean, you just have to say what you're comfortable with and what you're not comfortable with. And if they don't understand, well, they're not worth it. It could also mean that you have an air placement in your chart and you want to move. You want to move towards someone or something and communicate something to them as well, that you're serious and you're impatient, and that you want to move in very quickly, and you want to bring a better outcome to the situation, whatever it may be. You may want to come in towards someone who is a Capricorn, you're fearing that because of your past. In the past, you may have dealt with someone that represents the devil, and that's restricting you from moving forward. It could mean that as well. But I am going to clarify this devil. So yeah, I mean, if you're feeling restricted and because you want to move towards someone, or as I said, if it's someone coming towards you, you're feeling restricted because you can't move forward with that person because you're in the past, you haven't had, very good luck in relationships or something like that. Or you may have a fear, you may have an anxiety issue, or, just something like that. But this person is coming in to give you a better outcome. So even if you just take it step by step and just say what you're comfortable with and what you're not comfortable with. But this person does have a lot of energy, and they have a lot of strength. They are definitely on a mission. So they've obviously made a decision to come towards you. And if it's the other way around, you've made the decision, Virgo, and you're feeling restricted in what you want to do. But the Eight of Swords does say that you need to remain calm, that the answers are there, calm and strong. The answers are available to you, and maybe you just need to look at the situation again. Maybe you need to think not so much with your head and follow your heart as well. Not everything has a practical way about it, and just letting go and letting things fall into place. Okay, I'm going to clarify this devil now, and let's see what we've got for you, Virgo. Okay, so we're going to clarify spirits and guides. I want to clarify the devil. Okay, the devil is clarified by the Four of Pentacles. So that Four of Pentacles has come up again. That was in the start of the reading here, and it's here again. So this is clarifying this. So whatever has happened in the past, the communication and then you've gone into your restriction, you've gone into your hermit mode. You've had to think about things, contemplate things, withdraw from the outside world. Maybe you've been hanging on to your emotions too much, but then the card suggests that you do let them go so you can get things to improve. But the Four of Pentacles says the same, like as I said, you're holding on to things too tight. So if you want things to improve, it could be that you're holding on to your money too tight as well. Money doesn't make the world go round. Love makes the world go round. Everything else will just fall into place. As long as you've got love, everything else just flows. This person here, you can see, is holding on to his pentacles quite tight. As I said, it could be your emotions. It could be an idea of the past. You may be hanging on to the past. This devil energy may be your past, Virgo, and you're hanging on to that. Like you know what I mean? Like you're thinking, because we did have the Three of Cups here. That wasn't that one. That you have transformed. Remember that you have had this transforming. You are ending a phase of life, making way for the new. So the changes, the growth, the learning, you've got to remain open to benefit from this new life of yours. You need to release the past. You need to release what no longer serves you. And you are fearing change, and you're hanging on to that possibly, but you need to release that in order to move towards your future life, your future opportunities. There are new opportunities out there waiting for you. This card says it. This card here says the Ace of Pentacles represents prosperity and material gains, abundance. Do you know what I mean? You may have been waiting on a document to come through if you've had a relationship breakdown, or a document from work. It could be anything that you're waiting on. But the thing is, that's talking about a new beginning. You could be receiving some money, and that's going to help you. So this, if you want to move forward because you feel restricted, you need to get over the past. Or if someone's coming in towards you, Virgo, because you've taken that knock, you're not very confident. You need to stand up for what you believe in. Stand up for what you believe in, and your ideas, beliefs may have been challenged, but you need to have that confidence. This card here says have the confidence in yourself, have the courage for what you stand up for, what you believe in, and then things will be able to move forward. You need to release this devil energy. You need to release this past, the situation that's been dragging you down and making you feeling hopeless to change it. You know, you may have addictions. This could be the other person that's represented by this. Maybe you're overindulging in whatever you're overindulging in, or the other person is. You need to take control and release it, because this person no longer serves you anymore, or the addictions no longer serve you anyway. You need to, and this, I mean, you're holding on to these. Maybe you're holding on to this devil person, or you're holding on to the addictions, and it's hard sometimes to break those addictions, but we need to release it in order to move forward for our new happy life without the addictions or without the past. We can't take, you know, we can't take the past into the future. So, you know, like, there's no point. You may need to do further healing on yourself, work on yourself, go and see a counsellor or something to improve, you know, just to mull things over. Do you know what I mean? That might be an idea, because the Four of Pentacles says that you have been focused on your goals and your dollars. Maybe you've been too focused on them, and that's not going to bring you love. Being focused on your goals and dollars, because maybe you fear that you are going to lose out, you just got to let things flow the way that they happen. You just need to just let it go. It's going to work out. However it's going to work out, it is going to work out. If you're holding onto your emotions because you're afraid of speaking up, this card tells us here that you need to have that courage. You need to have the courage and stand up for what you believe in. Maybe you just need to communicate your side of the story. I mean, and I'm sure the other person is going to understand. As long as you've had a, you know, a valid reason for whatever it is. I mean, if you've had a knock in the past, of course it's going to take you some time. Of course, you know, you're going to have triggers. Triggers are going to pop up, and, you know, and then you're going to take a step backwards. You're not going to step forward if a trigger comes up. So, you know, if you need to speak something, you need to tell someone something, you need to stand up for what you believe in and just explain the situation, and everything will work out fine. That, because you have, I mean, you're transforming. You're transforming. You're leaving the old life behind. You're leaving that behind, and you're moving forward for this new beginning, the new phase of life, the new opportunities that wait, so you can have all this celebration, emotional happiness, abundance, achievement, family and friend celebration, progress. If you want progress in a relationship, and victory, it talks about happy conclusions. The cups are overflowing, so it's all there for you. It's all there, and all you need to do is, go in and take it, basically. All right, Virgo, that was a pretty in-depth sort of a reading, I guess. I'm going to pull you a universal love oracle card. So let's see what advice. How can we pull this reading together for us and give Virgo help or advice in the situation that they're dealing with at the moment? Okay, the goddess. The goddess, the goddess, the goddess. You'd think it'd be under G, wouldn't you? But it's not. It'd be under the. Okay, so here we go. Look at the image and note the feelings that emerge. The lady in the picture with the moon reflecting behind her is here to remind you of your intuitive and creative power. Power that has somewhat faded over the past months. There is much to be gained by reconnecting with your innate creative power, for it is the very essence of life and all creation. All it takes is for you to look inside. Intuition, creativity, and reflection are your three greatest tools. With them, you can anticipate, respond to, and draw wisdom from the world around you. Pay attention to what you feel in your heart and let your inner goddess shine through you, whether you're female or male, it doesn't matter. She holds the power of the entire universe, and as such, so do you. So if you look at that a little bit clearer, goddess or masculine energy in feminine energy, you want to communicate and maybe tell someone, or someone's coming towards you and you just need to have some courage and stand up for what you believe in, Virgo. Anyway, whatever the situation is about, let's have some further advice for Virgo, please. What advice do you have for Virgo? What other advice do we have for Virgo? Okay. We've got some sadness here. Let's have a look at that. Sadness. It's all right to feel sadness. We all have sad moments, as long as we don't stay in the sad moments. We need to heal ourselves from those sad moments and move forward. We have just had the new moon last on the 11th. So that may have affected you, Virgo, if you have water placements in your chart as well. So that knocks a couple of people too. So remember that. Sometimes in our lives we come to the fork in the path and find it difficult to make a decision which way to go. If we procrastinate on the side of the road for too long, the universe gives us a little shove to help us get moving again. Sadness can be debilitating for one who finds themselves in this dark place. It can also be a very cleansing emotion, as it marks a point where you recognise circumstances may have to change to allow you to move forward on your journey. You are experiencing great sorrow right now to the degree it is a challenge for you to get up and keep going each day. This sadness is such that it feels like you have the weight of the world on your shoulders. There is light at the end of the tunnel. This sadness will end in the next day or two. There will be no fanfare or miracle that happens. You just simply decide to get on with life. You will realize this is not how you want to use your energy, and it is time to reclaim the life you once led. It will take a few days to get back to normal. You'll be feeling really good by then and happy to be out of that dark place where you had retreated for a while. So there you go. So hopefully that hasn't been too bad. But you do have that new beginning there, and you do have that prosperity, abundance and joy around you. It's there for you. It's there for you to take. So remember that, Virgo. You're transforming. If you want to have that celebration, you want to have that abundance, you want to have the love. It's all there for you. It's just a matter of moving past the little obstacles or leave the past behind. I hope that helps somehow, in some way, some form of whatever. But hopefully you may see this and be able to get on top of everything before all this sort of happens. I hope so. I hope you have enjoyed that. Remember, if you do want to enter into the competition, please put a green heart in the comments and subscribe to the channel. And I will see you next time. Okay. Bye, Virgo.